Hey guys, I'm Lillian, aka StitchWithMe on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find something of interest. Today is the 30th, yes, 30th of April 2022, and I am back with a new, not FlossTube update, but Stitch With Me. So, it has been such a long time, like ages, since the last time that I have recorded a Stitch With Me. I just did not have the time. And I did not prepare anything. It was just like I sat down to stitch and I felt like, well, the thought came to me that I just had time to record right now. And I actually felt like recording too. So I just picked up the camera and I started rolling. And of course I hear my mom coming up right now. So I don't know if she's coming to my room. We will see. No, she's going to the bathroom. She might still come over here in a second, but I'll just pause you guys and it will all be fine. So yeah, I did not prepare anything. Also, I will probably not upload this today. So this is being recorded on the 30th of April. But I will probably not upload it for like a few days because I've just recorded and uploaded my FlossTube, which, by the way, while editing, I found out was my 50th FlossTube. So I didn't even mention it in the video because I simply did not notice before. But now I did, and that's quite a milestone. And it set me thinking, well, could I do a giveaway? Give me a second. I'm back. That was my mom. She came in to give me some laundry, and because I didn't plan filming, I also didn't give my parents any notice that I was filming, so but it's fine. And yes, I'm 21 and she's still doing my laundry, at least part of it. When I'm in Leeuwarden, I am obviously doing my own laundry, and when I'm in here, it's just more convenient for all of us if she's doing my laundry too. I have offered to do it myself, or even to fold it myself, but I think she still enjoys doing it. I don't know. I am capable of doing my own laundry though. But where was I? Can't really remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, probably that I was not going to upload this today, since I've already uploaded my 50th FlossTube today. So I will wait a few days, like 5 or maybe a week at most, and upload it then. Yeah, that's the plan for now. Also, I am currently recording with my new phone, and it's looking fine now. Actually, it's doing great, but yeah, the camera is doing weird stuff. And it's a cheap phone. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a cheap phone. But it is not really cooperating on me. There are several things that I'm not really capable of doing, or I have not found out yet how to do with this one. It might be that I just have to get used to it. But the most important thing for me, because I need to capture color for stitching and movement with horses, is that there's a good camera on here. And I asked for that when I gave the guy in the store my list of how do you say, stuff that it needs to be able to do. Something like that. And it said that it had a good camera, and every now and then it does pick up stuff well, like I supposed to, like I want it to, just like now. But there are, I think it's a lighting thing as well. But still, if I put my 4-year-old phone next to it and film the same thing at the same time with the same lighting, the 4-year-old phone does way better. And that's weird to me. So yeah. I don't know why it's like that. But I'm still getting used to it. But now I don't have to ask for my dad's phone to record StitchWithMe, and that's what I realized right before filming. Because before I was using this phone, and I have Pattern Keeper on here. And now, and then I had to ask for my dad's phone to record me stitching. And now that I have my new phone, which I'm using to film, I can just use Pattern Keeper on my old phone, and I am planning on letting it be this way, like just not transferring Pattern Keeper to my new phone, but keeping it on my old phone so that I can, I don't have to get out of Pattern Keeper to answer messages and stuff. And it is also nice for occasions like this, where I have to record myself stitching, or where I want to record myself stitching, obviously. And yeah, that's just a nice thing. So that's the the good thing about this situation. Also, I did show you my pattern. I did, I know. But I'm only showing you like what? 400 stitches of a pattern that is what? 40,000, over 40,000 stitches. So if you want to stitch just that part without knowing what the colors are even, that's fine by me. But yeah, I know you're not supposed to show patterns, but this is just such a small part of the entire pattern, and you don't know what the colors are, you can't really do anything with it. I also have no idea how long I want this Stitch With Me to be. I guess I'll just keep going until I feel like I've ran out of topics to talk about. So yeah, this is what I do a lot of the time. So if there's, what I'm stitching right now is this part. So there are several stitches attached to each other. And what I do is I have a starting point right here, and I will do like half crosses along the way, and then go back completing them all, even though they're not, like, this is a common method for stuff that's on one row, but I also just do it in whatever direction it goes. And also I do keep like the direction of the legs the same, so I do keep this diagonal on the bottom, and then that please focus, thank you, and then that diagonal on the top. But I will change depending on where I'm coming from and what's the closest, which hole is the closest to where I have last come down. Change which hole I come up in. So now I'm coming up in the bottom left, and then I will go down, completing the cross in the top right, and then the next stitch I will come up in the top right and go down the bottom left. And it doesn't really matter to me. It's just the way my brain works, and I love, sorry, I think I bumped into you. I love just trying to fidget with floss and trying to save as much of it as possible. I have moved out of playing a lot of chicken with my thread. Every now and then I will do it if I have like one stitch left and that's the last stitch, like anywhere near. Then I don't want to start a new thread just for that one stitch, so I might fidget and play chicken with my thread for that stitch. But in other occasions I will stop the thread basically somewhere like this, where I can still easily get it around. Normally I would probably do another 2 or 3 stitches with this, because I have some left over. I would be able to do some, but looking at my pattern, it's easier just to start a new thread. And yes, I end my threads just by running it on the back underneath the other stitches. I love that I'm finally able to actually record, like sit down and have time to record another Stitch With Me. It's been so long. And when I started recording Stitch With Me's, I've only done like 4. But my intention was to do one like every, 2 weeks? A month at most. And I quickly realized that was not going to work. So now I only have this bit left in the page, and then I will park it down there. I want to finish, if you did not see my last floss tube, I want to finish this page today, because it's the last day of the month and my WIPCO goal is to finish this page. So that's what I'm trying to do here. However, I will probably do those stitches later on. I will now keep on going with a new color. That's number 1. Funny. Just a few stitches. And then let me show you. Some of you already know this, but I have this giant double-sided box with flosses. And I'm terrified to not close it good enough and having them all spill out, because they are arranged by number. So yeah. Come on. So that's my box. So I'm paranoid and trying, like, checking a lot of times if they are actually closed before I turn them over and stuff. So what I do with my storage floss is I wrap it around my underarm once, and then just a little bit longer than that, and I will snip it off there. Maybe just there. And now I need 2 strands, so basically it's 1 strand that I fold in half. So I will take that off. If you're new to stitching and you have not seen this trick, it's terrifying the first time you see it, but it actually works, trust me. If this is not tangled and you take one of these 6 strands, you pull on one of them, just one, and you pull. And it will detangle just like that. And then you have your 1 strand here. Now what I do then to store the rest of this is I will fold it in half, put the loop through the hole in the top of the bobbin. Oh, come on. And I will just tie it to there. And then I wind it around vertically. And there you have it. Now, if I were to, so on the other pieces, I do not have floss cards. I forgot to check, but I'm pretty sure the one is empty. Where is it? Yes, it's empty right there. So that's why I had to get some from my floss box, because I am trying to empty all of my floss cards. But say I didn't have the floss cards, like when I'm stitching on Waterhole Master or Spring Queen, and I am going to stitch it with this now, and I am sure that I am not going to use it all. So with what I have left over, again on Tiger, I will put the leftover floss on the floss cards, but if I don't have the floss cards, I will put it back on the bobbin. And that's what I wanted to show you. Oh, come on. How did you do that? Of course, when I'm recording, it's not working, and it always does, except for when I'm recording. But when I have something left over, I will tie it around over this horizontally again. So always the one that's on the top is the one that needs to go, needs to be used first. It's the shortest amount of thread. And if I were to have all of these used up, but I would have to put a leftover piece on there, then I would tie it or wind it vertically. So it's going to be the opposite direction of the last bit of floss that's winded on there. That's how I store it. Also, these are cardboard bobbins. That's what I started off with. I quickly found that this will not last long. So I am currently trying to move over to plastic bobbins and having the stickers on there. So basically all of my new colors that I get in, I am going to directly put onto the plastic bobbins with the sticker. And once I use up, so I am not going to switch out all of my paper bobbins, like de-wind them and re-wind them on plastic bobbins. That's way too much work. I'm not going to do that. I am just simply going to, once this one runs out, wind my new skein on the plastic bobbin and throw the paper one away. Cardboard. So that's the plan. I am currently basically just rambling about whatever comes to mind. But that's fine. And here again, I'm just gonna go one way with the half cross and then go back over with the other leg. Can you tell? Yeah, you can. Oh, I'm also going to order a new laptop. Because my current laptop is, what, 5 years old? 6 years maybe? Could be. And there's literally duct tape on there, because it's falling apart. It's always having storage problems. It's always full. And then it's getting slow because of the storage problems, and it's being old. And I was already saving up for a new laptop because I want one that's able to run Planet Zoo. If you don't know the game, it's a, in my opinion, amazing game for running a zoo. And I've been wanting the game from the moment it, like, I had been waiting for it to come out for half a year even. Then it came out and I found out my laptop would never be able to run it, like not even close. So I started saving up. I've been saving for over a year, maybe 2 years. I did not have the money. Like, I do not have all of the money yet, but since my laptop is now literally broken and I am not going to fix it for the 3rd time, I am loaning some money from my parents, and then that will help me to buy the laptop that I need for school and want for a game. Oh, and tomorrow is May. And yes, I had been thinking about starting Mania. So now I will just put this on the floss card. So I have been thinking about Mania, participating this year again, but I would never be able to do the original concept, so starting lots of stuff, just because I want to be able to work on all of my pieces significantly. So I am just not going to have 20 plus pieces on the go at once. That's just not, at least for now, not me. Give me a second. Then last year I did a color mania, which was a great idea from one of you guys. I did 1 color a day. So every day I had picked out a color and I would work on that color throughout all of my pieces. It was quite of a puzzle, but still fun. I could do that again this year, however, I have not been able to prepare for it. I am just not going to do Mania this year. I was also thinking about doing a, like, basically March Madness, but then in May as my Mania. But yeah, I'm just not, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, and May is already around the corner and I'm not prepared, so I'm not going to do it. And that's fine for now. I am, however, looking forward to probably my birthday is when I'm going to start my next piece. I want to start a Heaven and Earth design every year, basically. Once a year I will start a new Heaven and Earth. And I'm probably going to start one for my birthday. And I have a wish list. So I will pick one from there. And I also am going to probably start a smaller, like non-full coverage project before that. And I've been thinking about the Rainbow Band Sampler. I believe by Northern Expressions Needleworks. Not sure though. So that would also be really exciting. I know this is a tiny bit of leftover thread, but still it needs to be used up. Excuse me. So let me know what you would do with this amount of thread. Would you throw it away or would you save it to use later? This is probably No, not the smallest. I would probably go a tiny bit smaller and still save it. I would have to be able to get like at least 5 stitches out of it, I think. And then I would save it. Well, let's see what else can I talk about. Or I have multiple ideas. So last Wednesday, and currently is a Saturday for your time perception, was King's Day here in the Netherlands. So we have, every year, we have a day that we celebrate the birthday of our Royal Highness. So our current king or queen. Now, yes, we do have a king and queen, but our king currently was the heir to the throne. So our queen did marry into the family, if you will. So now it is called King's Day. Now, if our queen was the heir to the throne, like the mother of our king was, she's now Princess Beatrix, but she was Queen Beatrix. And while she was queen, it was called Queen's Day. Makes sense. However, it's not actually their birthday. Now, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong for anyone who is Dutch and knows, but it used to be always on the birthday of our current queen or king. But, give me a second. I don't remember which one it was, but then there was a new queen, and she decided, since her birthday, or his birthday, I don't know, was like in the winter or like fall or autumn. So basically at a time where the weather would most likely suck at the day. And the one before her, the king or queen before her, had the birthday in April, so spring. She decided, or he decided, to leave King's Day or Queen's Day on that former date. So ever since then, the King's or Queen's Day is now set on a specific date, no matter what the birthday is of our current queen or king. But we do actually celebrate his or her birthday on King's or Queen's Day, if you will. So that's what we do. And there's lots of stuff going on in the major cities. There is not really a fair. In Dutch it's called a kermis. But there's like attractions. So I don't even know what to call them. But you can go there and have food and celebrate and get like rides on certain attractions. And then the evening before is called Prince Night, I think is the best way to translate it. There's parties all throughout the city and all throughout the Netherlands. So yeah. Also, another tradition is what we call rommelmarkt. So basically translated, that would be trash market. Or yeah, trash market, I guess. And what's going on those events is there are loads and loads and loads of people sitting on the side of the road on a blanket with everything they could find in their house that they want to get rid of, throw it on the blanket and see if somebody would buy it, basically. And then you can walk along the streets that are filled with those blankets and trash and see if you want to buy something. And it's fun. You sometimes find nice stuff for cheap. And other times it's just fun to see how ridiculous people are and think they could sell trash, basically. So yeah, that's our tradition. Also, what I find very differently, like in a positive way, from other countries with royal families, is that in our country, our royal family is very, like, yes, they're formal, but they are like human. they are human. They are allowed to just walk up to the people standing alongside the road. Because on King's Day, the every year in a different city, the royal family tours through the city, and everywhere they walk past by, there are shows and activities for them. It's very nice, but there are also along those roads, of course, there are lots of people standing and watching, and our royal family just literally goes along those people and give them all, like, shake their hands, give them a hug. And of course there is security and police standing by, but still it's normal for us to touch our king and just hug them. And they're human. They're normal in a way. And then if you compare it to England, for example, not that I don't like the royal family of England, I do, and I do like their traditions, and this is just way different. If you were to even, you cannot, you don't, no. In England, hugging the Queen, no, that's not done. And it is normal in our country, and I like our royal family for it. Yeah. Like, their children go to normal schools, like cycle to their schools. The princess. It's so funny. It's funny to me. And yeah, I admire our royal family. We are doing something that nowhere else in the world, at least that I am aware of, people are doing too. So it's unique. What else? I had something else I wanted to say. What was it? Can't remember. So let me know what you think of these Stitch With Me's. And if you enjoy these, because if you do, I might put in a little bit more effort to do some more, which is not a promise that I am going to do more, because I simply don't know if I will have time. Fuck, I made a mistake. Please excuse the cursing. But yeah, so let me know. And if you have any questions, also let them know down in the description box below, or in the description box in the comments. And I will try my best to answer those for you. Also, if you would like to see more Stitch With Me's, let me know on which pieces you would prefer to see them. Also, I will put, there is a link in the description box down below where you can donate money through my Ko-fi link. And that Ko-fi link, whatever is donated on there, I am going to donate to Giro 555, which is a name under which 11 major charities like UNICEF, Save the Children, the Red Cross, charities like those, collaborate and work together in order to actually make a difference. So everything that is donated to there, I will donate to support Ukraine. So if you want to do that, there's a link in the description box. So I don't really have anything else to talk about. Also, something you could let me know if you have topics that you want me to talk about, stuff that you would be interested in hearing from me. Yeah, feel free to ask, and I will see what I can do for you. So I think I will leave it at this. 36 minutes, that's pretty nice. So stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for watching. Happy stitching. Bye guys.